Good morning, book friends. My name is Anna and welcome back to my channel. So it is June now. So I am starting on my June TBR and I thought it would be fun to do a little reading vlog as I started that. I am going to start with Emma M. Lyon and I thought this one would be perfect because I think I can finish this for a reading vlog. It shouldn't take me that long. It's only like 100 pages or so. I'm matching my book. How cute is that? What a great start to this video. Anyways, I am going to start this today. I have a couple things that I need to do this morning. I have to go pick up groceries. And then I think maybe, depending on what my parents are doing today, we might go visit them. And other than that, reading. Maybe while my daughter naps, I can get some reading in today. It is not even 8 a.m. My kids got up before the crack of dawn today. So I am exhausted. You know, it wouldn't be so bad if my daughter were sleeping through the night, but at almost 7 months old, she is not sleeping through the night. And it has been really rough. I have not slept in almost 7 months. Probably longer than that because even when I'm pregnant, I get really bad insomnia. And I think at that time, my son also wasn't sleeping. And he is now. He's sleeping through the night now. But, you know, now my daughter's not. So I better go. I have some impatient babies needing me. So I am going to take you along with me this week and however long I guess it takes me to read this book. I will check in a little while. Okay, I have read 2 pages so far while my daughter was napping. I ended up spending most of the time trying to get one of my videos edited and uploaded. So that took priority. And by the time I picked this up, she woke up like a minute later. But I did start it. I think I mentioned in another video that my hope with this series is that it is going to have a similar feel to The Princess Diaries, and don't mind this copy. This was a comfort series for so long, so this book went with me everywhere all the time. I probably reread this first one, a dozen times at least, and it's like water damaged and the cover is like hardly even there anymore. But anyways, my hope is that this series feels kind of like this one a little bit, like cozy, comforting. I loved this series and I'm definitely going to go back and reread this series at some point. I actually never finished it and I can't remember if I talked about that, but yeah, I never completely finished this series. I have not been able to find these same covers anywhere. And I think I have up to book 7 or 8 in these covers. And I don't want to just get some other unmatching covers. So I have just not finished it because I couldn't find them and I gave up, I guess. So at some point, if I can ever find the rest of these, I will do that. But yes, I loved these, but Mia is 14, I think, 14 or 15 in this series, or at least she starts out at that age. She, ages over the books, but I just would like this feeling in like an older character and book, I guess. Hopefully this will be that. From the first 2 pages, it kind of feels similar because it's a journal, which is essentially what The Princess Diaries is. I can already see her personality a little bit, even in just these first couple pages. So anyways, I am going to take this with me. We're going to go to my parents' house. I need to go pick up groceries and then we're going to go over there. And I'm going to take this with me and hopefully read more today. I don't know how much I will actually be able to film when I am out. I have tried vlogging on my phone, but the quality for some reason when I go to edit is not fantastic. And I read that it has something to do with the iPhone settings. It's like HDR and something about that does not translate well with editing programs. I don't know. So there is a way to kind of fix it. You can either do that, I think, on your phone or through the program. And I tried doing that through the program, just did like a little test one, and it kind of worked a little bit, but the quality just isn't the same, obviously, as like my Sony. I don't know. We'll see. I might try to do a couple little clips, and then if it just isn't great when I'm editing, I may just leave them out. So I will just update when I can. Maybe that will be when I'm out and about. And if not, it will be here at the house again with this camera. So, okay, I will see you in a little while. Good morning, friends. So let me back up. Yesterday, I unfortunately did not get a whole lot read. I think I read like 12 pages. I had planned to read while my daughter was napping yesterday, but while we were at my parents' house, I was so exhausted that I ended up just napping when the kids were napping. And that is just where we are right now. I think sometimes I just need to get sleep when I can get sleep. So I read a little bit last night before bed, but that was as far as I got. So hopefully I can get a little bit more read today. We do have a few things that we need to do. I need to go pick up some lunch and take it to my husband's papa. And then when we come back, hopefully the kids will take good naps for me and I can get a little bit of reading done. I need to do some cleaning around the house though, so that's going to take priority at the moment. So hopefully later today, I can do a little bit of reading and hopefully get through a good portion of this book. It's not very long and there's no reason that I can't finish this in a few days, or normally I would be able to finish this in just a couple of days, but we're in a hard season right now. Yeah, it's a hard season with a toddler and a baby, and life just takes priority over reading, and that's okay. That's just where we are. Hopefully I can do a little bit, and I will update you as soon as I am able, as soon as I have something to update. As of right now, though, in those first 12 pages, I am really loving Emma's personality. I'm loving her sass. I think it's so fun. And even just that little bit, though, is giving me a little bit of the Princess Diaries vibes. It's just the journal, I think, just that I'm reading a journal. And I love that. So hopefully as I continue through this, I am going to continue feeling that way. I have also heard, and someone actually recently told me on one of my last videos, that I need to read this one and the second one pretty much together, because this one is just kind of introducing characters. There's not like a lot of plot. And then the second one brings in some of that plot. That's good to know. I'm glad that I know that. Depending on how long this takes me to read through, maybe I will pick up that second one for this video, but I'm not 100% sure. That would also be adding another book to my June TBR, which may not be the best idea because I am trying to complete some reading challenges. So we will see about that. For now, I am going to just do what I can today and get what I can read, and I will check back in when I have something to share. Okay, hopefully you can see me right here. I'm not totally sure. I am in the middle of cooking dinner, but I kind of wanted to show what reading sprints actually look like for me. I have Lucy's sprints going right now on my phone, and I'm cooking dinner. So am I actually reading? Not really. I have my book right here, and the intent is to read, but I always have it handy. Okay, so it's here. But typically when sprints are going, is this the right knife? Yeah. Typically when sprints are going, I'm doing this. I'm cooking. So we're having chicken piccata tonight with baked potatoes, which are in the microwave, and zucchini. And I'm just, in between when stuff is actually cooking and I'm not cutting stuff up, I can sit there and like read a couple pages. But for the most part, I'm just hanging out on sprints. I'm not actually participating a whole lot. What time is it? 5:30 for me right now. And Lucy, I think you're 3 hours ahead when you're doing these sprints. I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe you're 2 hours ahead. But anyway, whenever sprints are going on Wednesdays, sorry, my dog is sneezing. Whenever sprints are going on Wednesdays, I am cooking dinner. So I'm here hanging out. I'm listening. The ambiance is nice. Anyways, I am going to go back to cooking, and then we'll see if I actually get anything read. While my daughter was napping just a little while ago, this was her first good nap today. The other naps were like 10 minutes because there was so much going on. But I did actually get to read, and I'm on page 44 now, or 45. And I am loving this. This is so cozy and fun. And I think I had mentioned that I was looking for more of like an adult character, which we are getting an adult character. Emma is 20, I think, right now in this book. And Mia in the Princess Diaries is, I think, 14 when the book starts. So we have jumped up in age, but I think I didn't realize how young Emma was. For reference, I am in my mid-30s. So I guess I didn't really think about like what age she actually is. I just knew she was an adult character. Anyway, now we've got the age. So, but I think that's fine. I think it works, and I like it. It's a good time. I'm definitely going to keep reading this. I didn't realize that some of the pages are only like, I don't know if you can see that, like a paragraph. I think there was one that was like a sentence. There it is, a single sentence. So I mean, this is a quick read, really. It's just finding the time to actually do it. So anyways, I'm gonna go back to cooking dinner. I will update when I have something to update. I don't know if it's going to be tonight. It might be tomorrow. My husband's off tomorrow. He took the day off, so tomorrow's going to look a little bit different. I'm going to go finish dinner. Okay, it is the next day. I have been trying to read this book now for, I think today is the third day. Let's hope that I can get this finished in under a week, because if I cannot finish a 100-page book in under a week, I think the rest of my TBR is going to be in trouble. One of those books by themselves, I think, is like 500 pages. But I am on page 61 now. And I know that some people have not really loved the first book, but have loved the second book. I love the first book, which makes me really excited to read the second one, because I mean, if I'm already loving the first one, we're on a good track, I think. So one of the things in here that really stood out to me was that Emma was talking about two like different choices that she had. One option would require her to give up something that was really significant in her life, but it was the option that she was expecting to be better. The other option she did not think was going to provide what she wanted, but it would allow her to keep this thing that was really important to her. So she ended up going with the option that she thought was going to be better long term. And she ended up finding out that that option was not the better option. I think she had talked about, let's see, I'm sorry, my my baby is running around in her little walker right now, and she's very excited about it. So she said, but I refuse to blame myself for my choice. I could not have known. This refusal to blame myself does not mean I don't feel absolutely ill when I think of this thing that she had to give up, and to know I could have had both the thing that she was hoping for, and she could have had this thing that she had to let go of. Why does life give such a decision to a girl of only 13? There was just something to that I think really hit me, because there have definitely been moments in my life that I look back on and I'm like, I could have made a different decision and it could have gone so much better, and I could have had this thing that I was seeking after, and also had the things that I was wanting on this other hand. I don't know. Yeah, it just had me thinking. Anyway, so I really liked that. I liked that conversation came up. Anyway, I don't know if I described that correctly, but I don't really want to go into too much detail and give anything away. But yeah, I really appreciated that. And I am loving the mix of these really significant bits of her journal, along with like her personality, her like silly comments and stuff. I'm honestly just having the best time with it, and I'm so sorry for all the noise. There's nothing I can do. Anyways, that's where we are. So today my husband is actually off work. He had to run over to a dentist appointment, but today is actually the 5th anniversary of our first daughter, her passing. I think I mentioned this briefly in another video, but our firstborn, she was born with a really rare genetic difference. So she passed away when she was almost 4 months old. Today is 5 years since she passed. And so this morning we went after breakfast, and we went and just visited her grave and just sat out there for a little while. And honestly, it's such a beautiful spot. I'm so glad of the spot that we chose. We had her buried under it's like a shaded area, but it still gets a little bit of sun. It depends on like the time of day. Yeah, it's a really pretty spot. And so we went and sat out there for a while. It's a pretty heavy day for us. My husband takes this day off every year, so he is off today. He went to an appointment and he's going to be back in a little while. So my son is attempting to take a nap right now, but he keeps trying to talk to me. And my daughter is running around in her walker. So I'm going to take advantage of the little bit of time that I have. I'm going to try to clean up a little bit and then maybe I can sit down and do some reading. I wanted to start editing this video a little bit to see if it's even something that I'm going to put up, because sometimes videos just don't come out the way that I want and I never post them. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to edit a little bit and see if this is any good, if I can use any of it. And hopefully I can read more today and maybe possibly get this finished, because I'm loving this book, but I do want to make sure that I can get a little bit more of my June TBR in, especially because I am participating in a picnic in June. So I would like to get my books read for that readathon. So I'm going to go work on that and we'll hopefully have more of an update at the next one. I finished it. I stinking loved this. I am actually surprised that so many people have said that they didn't love the first book. The fact that I loved the first one makes me so excited to go into the rest of this series. I don't think I am going to pick up book 2 quite yet. I am going to try to read through my June TBR first, but I think book 2 is definitely going to have to be in my July TBR. Yes, I loved this. This was fantastic. I really enjoyed Emma's personality. I enjoyed her wit and her charm. She just feels like such a fun and sweet character. She definitely feels like an independent, strong-willed, maybe, character, and I really enjoyed that. I was not expecting this book to evoke so many emotions. I was so frustrated at the things that were happening to Emma, and oh my gosh, this poor character, this poor girl, she has just been through it. All of like the wrongs that were happening in this, oh my gosh, I was just sitting there and I was like, no, this cannot be. I had such a good time with it. I am looking forward to going into the second book. This book definitely met my expectations. This book was definitely what I wanted it to be. This gave that like cozy comfort read that I have gotten from the Princess Diaries. This gave that for me. I am so glad. I'm so excited. I am definitely going to continue this. I think that it ended in such an interesting way. I am very curious about this new character that we were recently introduced to. Just getting more background on the things that have happened in her life and the losses that she has experienced. This had some little tiny bit of heavier topics, but I would say that this is a very lighthearted book for the most part. I think I'm giving this a 5. I do not give out 5 stars easy, but this is just everything I wanted it to be. 5-star, loved it. I will absolutely be continuing this series. This was such a fun vlog. I had a really fun time making this, and I don't know how interesting it was. I think it would be a little bit better if I can take you with me when I go out of the house, so that everything that I'm filming isn't just in my house for the time being, until I get things, I think, set up on my phone where they record a little more clearly and a little better quality. I think this is just how vlogs are probably going to have to be, but it's fine. Hopefully it was interesting enough. Hopefully you had a good time following me as I read through Emma and Lion. If there are any other books that you would suggest for a reading vlog, I would love to hear about that, because I would like to do more of these, but I don't know what books people are interested in watching about. For me, I personally love watching people vlog their reading experience for books I have read, so that way I can hear like their spoilers and stuff, because I do like spoiler videos. This one, no spoilers. Nothing. Or knowing that there are no spoilers for a book that I am interested in. That is good too. If it's a book that I am not interested in or I haven't heard of, I don't usually watch those. So I don't know what other people prefer. So let me know if this is something that you would like to see again. and what books that you would be interested in watching me read. Not that anybody is interested in watching me read books, but that's what we're all here for, right? So this was a good time. I'm so glad I read it. I am now ready to jump into the rest of my June TBR. Super excited. It's going to be a good time. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.